Hello, thank you for making time to watch this. I'm sure you have watched athletics or been to an athletic stadium. And one of the things that you'll hear when they get to the last lap is the bell. And I think the bell serves many purposes. Two come to my mind. One of them is that this is the last lap. But I think one of the other things that it does is to encourage you to finish strong, keep going, get going. I want to share a few thoughts on finishing strong, which is a very common phrase that we use. I'm recording this on the second last week of 2024, and I'm sure in your mind is, how do I finish my year? Now, for you to finish strong, it implies a couple of things. One, that you have to finish. In other words, you have to go until the end, but also strong, meaning that you don't finish and collapse. You finish and keep going. By the way, again, going back to the athletics example, you notice many times that these guys, somebody may have run a couple of miles and immediately they are done. They keep going just to affirm that they have finished strong. And what are some things that can help you and I to finish strong? One, like I mentioned earlier, is that you must have a sense of focus on what you're finishing or where you're finishing. No wonder for the athletes, there would always be the finish line. There would always be somebody on the other side waiting with a medal, with a flower, or something that will indicate that they have finished. So the question that you and I need to respond to is, so what am I finishing when I'm speaking about finishing strong? What am I finishing? If you don't have something that you're finishing, it's highly unlikely that you'll finish strong. Number two, finish strong will not just happen. It will actually take effort. And so you have to get it from within yourself. You have to get it from within your preparations so that you make sure that you put in the relevant effort. There's an interesting statement that Apostle Paul of Tarsus makes, and he says that those who want to win a race must run differently from the others. And he says that such people go backwards or behind the scenes and prepare. Why do they prepare? Because it is at that point when you're finishing that the level of preparation that you've put into it will be demonstrated in the power that you have. It is said that actually when athletes are preparing for championships, beyond just preparing for the race as it were, they prepare in stamina so that they will have capacity to apply the effort to keep going. But one of the other things that you also note about being able to finish strong is that you must then eliminate distractions. You must do away with things that would interfere with your focus so that then you can keep going. For as long as you have divided attention, you will struggle to finish strong. So finishing strong, you must have a target that you're working towards. You must apply the effort and you must address any distractions that you may have your way. But one of the things you realize, friends, that finishing strong is not a walk in the park. Sometimes you will require support, and sometimes some of the support that you require is external. No wonder you will see that in a stadium setup, there will be people cheering you up to keep going. If you're a fan of soccer, one of the things that happens in the last few minutes of a game, the team may be drawing or may be losing, but the fans will just cheer them up so that they can keep going. So one of the aids towards our finishing strong, dear friend, is support that you may have, that you may need. No wonder the prophet would say that those who hope in the Lord, he will renew their strength. He notices that even the young men stumble and fall, but those who hope in the Lord. And so we need support. And some of this support generally will come from outside of you. And if you are a faith person, then you know that God is our sure support. And so that now what will happen is that beyond this specific race that I'm running, I will be able to complete and keep going. I will be able to finish strong and keep going. Why? Because my strength is renewed. And so as you continue to grind towards the end of the year, I challenge you. I'm cheering you up to finish strong. The question is, what are you finishing? Do you have a firm focus on it, or are there many distractions around you? Are there things that you need to eliminate so that you just focus on this very race? But also, what support could you need? Could it be from a friend, a couple of friends? The one thing that you and I are sure about is that God is a sure support and is always available to help you to finish strong. And so with those few words, I pray that you will be cheered up to keep going. Thank you and God bless you. See you in the next video.